Pure mathematicians love to try unsolved problems. They love a challenge. This quote personifies this gentleman, who graduated in mathematics from the University of Southampton. His business experience spans over 3 decades in areas that include RPA, technology, product by channel, and business services industries. He served as the head of outsourcing for the European division at Exult, later Hewitt Associates, where he focused on business lines that included finance and accounting, procurement, human resources, and offshore nearshore centers. His work at organizations like IBM, Anderson Consulting, Ovation Incentives, Proxima Group, and the Government of Wales has been significant. He has served as the chairperson and member across 5 boards. Mastering technology and helping organizations and their CEOs through advisory services in areas such as M&A and tech-enabled service builds have helped him gain significant admiration in the industry. This gentleman has always been the change that he wishes to see in this world, and without a doubt, we wanted him to be part of ours. The Neeyamo family is proud to welcome Richard Jones to its board of directors.
I've known the company's founders and discussed the global payroll concept with them for many years, indeed since before the company was founded. There are lots of reasons behind my enthusiasm for Neeyamo, but I'd like to talk to you about 3 of them today. The role of the board, of course, includes governance and fiscal control, but the major focus is on strategy. And there are 3 parts of the Neeyamo strategy that I absolutely adore. Firstly, look, for a competitor, this offering is really hard to follow. A decade of building has gone into it. It's a blend of technology plus people plus process. And if you want to get into the game, there are no shortcuts available. It's a very long climb. The second thing that I really like about it is the scalability of the solution and the way it reacts in the marketplace. So the larger and more complex the client challenges in terms of managing a global workforce, the more attractive the Neeyamo solution becomes. There's an inevitable pull up market. Thirdly, the marketplace at which Neeyamo is aimed is essentially infinite. Employment of people and the processes that lie behind that is one of the world's largest utilities. The biggest appeal is in the biggest markets. So I'd give you this thought. Neeyamo has only just scratched the surface. So those were the 3 things that really did it for me. The barriers to competitive entry are very high. There's no easy way in. This is a tough act to follow. Secondly, the total solution, tech plus service, is hugely scalable upwards. Complexity in this market segment is good. And thirdly, it's aimed at an essentially infinite market. So I do think Neeyamo has only just scratched the surface. "20 years ago, when we built the Exult company, which was the global pioneer in HRO, we always used to say, the best is yet to come. And that's what I feel very strongly about Neeyamo. Firstly, there's going to be an increasing trend for Neeyamo to serve larger and larger client arrangements. The natural hunting ground is going to be within the very large global corporates, the Fortune 100s, the FTSE 50s, the very large global corporations. And there's many of them out there. Now, Neeyamo is building a truly global sales force. I must stress that they're not building a central team with a global remit. They are building a global sales force, a sales force that exists out in the markets that they serve, and they're doing it now. It's an enormous commitment. Secondly, I think alliances are important. Neeyamo actually has a strong history of working closely in key alliances. And in my experience, these people at Neeyamo are very partnerial. I think you can do just so much in a segment on your own, but there's a huge thick seam of business if you can also work closely with partners. Now, it might be controversial to some, but I think it'll be an increasing theme in accelerating the business. And thirdly, well, there's more and more tech to come. If you're a global VP of HR, you just have to love the solutions architecture and the recent product announcements, but there will be more to follow. The key thing for me is that this will hugely expand the market. So there you have it. 3 things: ever larger client arrangements from a global sales force. Secondly, alliances will accelerate the take-up. And thirdly, tech upgrades will expand the addressable market. The best is yet to come.